Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to the Well Will tutorial. And really, I just wanted to bring this out to everybody because I know not everybody has heard me really talk about it. I just kind of put it together really over the last couple of weeks and started saying, "Hey, look, I needed to give you guys a framework for 2025 and what the focus is." And this was very meaningful on several calls that I did when I put into perspective all of these other areas of life that deserve your time and attention. And you, not only that, but these are the areas, this is it. And I adapted this from Tony Robbins' Life Mastery. And these are just the way, some of the categories are really the same. And to be honest, I did not go deep into that course, but this was my own take on finding out for myself what helped me balance. Like if I'm over here working out, eating nothing, riding my bike, super focused on my health, what's happening over here on giving back? What's happening to my finances? What about my career? Where's my spiritual life in all this? And when this is a universal philosophy of these different areas of life. And if you want to master it, now some people might have five categories, some people might have three, but if you look up the smartest minds in the world and even biblical teachings and other teachings from other religions, it comes back to this is it. You have to give back. You have to do for others. You must have some type of financial stability, I hope, right? You have to prepare for retirement. You have to not live beyond your means. You have to think about even more today than ever every penny that you spend. I do it more today than ever. When I think about career and purpose, some people are retired, some people are stay at home moms, some people, their career, their family is their purpose for now, or their grandchildren are their purpose, or maybe they want to start another business and maybe their career never really aligned with their purpose. Let me tell you, if you enjoyed your career or you currently enjoy your career, it aligns with your purpose. And I could put a ring outside of the wheel all the way around and call it Lisa's life or Valerie's life or Tanya's life or Beth's life, you know, or Lynn's life or Joe's life or Ted's life or Jenny's life, because all of these things are important. Yet when a person is stuck in a repetitive thought re- behavior, whether it is some form of addiction or it is something that overtakes them. Maybe they're a workaholic, okay? Maybe they're obsessed with the finances, right? To the point that the relationships, they don't give back. They're nothing but about the money. Right? Their health is not, they're so tight, uptight, and anxious all the time. Their health is falling apart because they're so overworked. And maybe they're a person, and we've all met these people that they're so spiritually minded, they're no earthly good. That's all they focus on is that one thing. And I mean, this is our life. This is how we want to master it. Don't you want to master your life? Don't you want to, last year in 2024, this year in 2024, I really talked about healthier and happier you, a healthier, happier you, a healthier, happier you. Well, that is what everybody wants, and we have learned how to get that. If you set some goals and some priorities and start to balance your life, you are going to have a healthier, happier life. And all the people that I've been coaching for 5 years that have plugged into the Well Method, which is really the framework for weight loss and keeping it off, and it did become a lifestyle. But the lean or the learn lifestyle piece of WELL is the well will. Because if I'm going to learn how to live and I'm going to live an intentional life, a life that I want, I'm going to master my life. I'm not trying to master Tanya's life or Beth's life or Valerie or Wendy or Lynn or Jackie or Bob or Ted. I'm not trying to master their life. I'm interested in mastering my life because that's a full-time job. So my journey, since you all have met me, and some of you that I've been friends with for a long time, know this is not to be true. I was never on life mastery. I was always about career, 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 money, 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 career, money, money. I was not giving back. Now, I've always been a trainer and a motivation, and I've always loved people. So in that way, I definitely did give back. Now I look at it a little bit differently. And for me personally, I'm looking for organizations and actual ways, community involvement, and that way of giving back. Okay, but that shifted for me. I look at my grandchildren, in a way, it's not only relationships, it's also purpose and giving back and having finances that allow me to have the flexibility to be able to do the things I want to do. And you know, and all of this points to, if I balance all of this, then I'm going to get everything I want. And will it always be balanced? No, it won't. Most of the time, it's more out of balance than it is in balance. But that's the point. At least if you can see that they're all important. And we could shift these a little bit. We could make health a little bigger and spiritual life a little bigger and relationships a little bigger. We could, make health a little bigger and career and purpose. You could shift these. But the bottom line, I don't think anybody's ever pushed back on these, and I don't think Tony Robbins gets any pushback on it either. I mean, this is it. This is the well lifestyle, and it's mastering these areas. And before we master it, we have to learn, what does mastery mean in each of these areas. And that's where the guiding words and the principles come in, and the work we're going to do the first 90 days of the year in 2025. And because we want to be able to look at these areas, and when we put in goals, dreams, guiding principles, guiding goals, whatever you want to do in that area or improve it, we're going to have a how and when. We're going to have to put action to that. And it's going to result in phenomenal growth. And every single one of these things, I'd be remiss if I don't say it from now on in every call. Thoughts are everything. Thoughts are everything. The way that you think about going into 2025, the way that you're worried today that you hope you don't binge eat again, the way that you think about that thing that your husband said or didn't say that made you feel empty or not loved, that thing that somebody else may have said or not said that made you feel unappreciative. All of those are areas that are embedded here with life mastery. And it starts with your emotions and managing your thoughts, because it starts with a thought, and then that leads to an emotion, and then that leads to unhealthy decisions in all of these areas. And at any given point, you can choose to pull this pie out and double the size of focus for yourself that year. I've done it many times. There was, when I was losing the weight, I mean, health would have taken up a big piece of this pie. Over the past couple of years, my relationships, my spiritual life have taken a bigger piece of the pie. And so the thing about the well will is much like, the well lifestyle, the well method, everything that I name well, that you get to design it your way. And at any given time, it changes a little bit. There are times that, you're not eating as much of the rainbow. There are times you're not really maybe engaged as much in the lean muscle. There are times you're not really trying to balance the well will. But this is just 20 to 30 minutes a day of showing up for yourself to learn to master your life. 20 or 30 minutes in exercise, 20 or 30 minutes addressing your plan for the day in all of these areas. Ah, it's beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful year for us in 2025. And I can't wait to share it with you. I hope you'll join us.